Hey everybody, JokeFit here with another video. This time bringing you guys not a review. This is another one of my action figure fixes slash improvements. And before I get into that, I would like to make a few announcements. First off, I would like to say congratulations to Lego Master Cole 583 for being the winner of my 300 subscribers contest. I know I've already told you congratulations, but just wanted to do it again in another video. So congrats on that, and in case you missed it, he won. In case you missed the live stream yesterday, or as of when I'm recording this, it was yesterday. Also, I'd like to encourage you guys to go subscribe to VaderFan343's channel. VaderFan777, unfortunately, his channel, his old channel, got deleted accidentally, and he's having to start from the ground up. So definitely, I really appreciate it, and I'm sure he would too, if you go check out his channel. I'll annotate it right here so you can click on it, like right there. Is that good? Okay, right here. Right here, you can click on it and it'll send you to his new channel. I definitely highly encourage all of you guys to go resub to him if you were a subscriber of his beforehand, and to subscribe to him even if you weren't, because he's a great guy, awesome YouTuber, and he makes great videos, so definitely go check him out. So now on to the topic of this video. Like I said, I'm not doing a review, even though I will eventually get around to reviewing this guy sooner or later. This is the DC Unlimited Hawkman figure, New 52 style, and it is a very cool figure, but I had a big problem with him. Similar to if you saw my review of the New 52 Superman, he could not look up, and that is a really silly design flaw in my opinion, because if you're going to have a flying character, then the figure 100% needs to have the ability to actually get into a flying pose, and those figures could not, and it drives me absolutely batty. So first up, I'm going to bring out real quick the New 52 Superman figure to show you guys what it looks like before having the improvement done. So here is the New 52 Superman, and he cannot look up, and it is very silly. Very silly that a flying character cannot look up, and especially Superman, who is the most famous flying character of all time. Arkham Hawk Man here had the same exact problem, where he was stuck. The highest he could go was just looking straight. Sorry, I almost fell. He could just look straight, and it was a real shame, because he's this beautiful looking figure and looks amazing in flight position, but you cannot get him there. So I kind of took matters into my own hands and did a little bit of customizing, I guess you could say, and now he can look up that much, which I think is a pretty good amount, and you can get him in some very cool flight poses. So I'm going to tell you guys how I did that first. Let me put down his wings here, and as you can see right here, I'm not going to remove the head, which is what I initially did. What I've done is, so DC Universe Classics, they're set up to where like they have this double ball. One bald peg is in the neck, and one is in the actual base of the head. When you remove it, it removes the ball from the neck joint, and the one in the head remains. So it makes it easy for you to improve the neck articulation. And so what I did is really simply, I just took an X-Acto knife and cut a little bit of a dip down in the base in the neck area right there. So you can see. Before, it was pretty much like a comparison. Again, here's Superman, since I don't have another Hawkman. You can see the difference between the two. That one does not have a cut, and this one does. Which I will do that improvement to Superman sooner or later, because that's just really silly that Superman does not have it. So let's get him out of the way. And so that simple little improvement, it's very simple. Just be careful using an X-Acto knife, which is what I use. Very sharp blade. You know, you could potentially hurt yourself really badly. I am very careful whenever I use an X-Acto, because they are very dangerous. So very carefully, and if you're a younger viewer, then I highly encourage you to get your parents to help you with this, or just do it entirely, because I do not want to encourage child endangerment on my channel. That would be pretty bad. So I just cut a little dip here, and you don't need to make it very wide, because what you really need to do is that there's the little tube that's connecting the two ball joints. You have the little cylinder connecting the two ball joints, and you really only need the cut to be that wide, so that when you pull it back, the tube fits in there, and you can get the figure to look up further. And that's really nice in my opinion. I'm very happy with how this little fix slash update slash customization came out. And to share with you guys another improvement that I did with this figure, my figure had something that when he's looking to his left, his head was very loose. It would, like, if you shook it, then the head would end up being like that. It would fall down, very loose when I turned it in that direction. When he turned to his right, it was fine. It was like, you know, decent tightness of the joint. But over here, it was very loose. So, you know, you'd shake it and it'd fall down. So what I did is, when I removed the head so that I could do the neck customization, I also, doing a little bit of super glue at the base of the neck joint, where the ball peg would peg in, I put a little bit of super glue in there, just to make it tight enough. Now, of course, I waited for that to dry, because you do not want to put the ball joint in and have it super glued so you cannot move your figure's neck. That would be pretty bad. Then that would totally negate me doing the neck improvement. So you wait for it to dry, and then you put it in, and it just adds a little bit more friction, between the ball joint and the actual base inside the neck. So that makes the joint tighter. You only need a very small amount of super glue. It goes a long way. I know I'm sounding like something off of like a DIY network. A little bit goes a long way, but it really does. Just a little bit of super glue can make the joint a lot tighter, and so now I have no problems with it. It does not move at all. Like if I shake it, you see, it does not move, whereas before it would have gone like that. So I'm very happy with that. Very happy with these two improvements I made to the figure. Overall, is definitely increased my opinion, improved my opinion of the figure itself, now that I'm able to actually give him in a cool flight stand, which, like, I kind of had him like looking like he was about to take off in the beginning of the video, because I don't have like a flight stand to show him actually flying. But let's see, there we go. So that's that would be how you get Hawkman to look like in a flying pose. And I suppose that you could increase the neck articulation even more. You're only limited by like what the base of the ball joint is, because you can't go any further or it'll just be caught. But I'm happy with this much. You can increase it if you want to and have him looking exactly forward. But I'm just thinking, you know, realism, like what would somebody in this giant metal hawk helmet be able to actually look up? And in the comics, you know, you often see the flying characters look like that too. You don't really see them ever looking exactly straight forward, like 180 degrees. So I'm very happy with this improvement. Definitely has made me like the figure a lot more. Like I said, it adds quite a lot, and I hope somebody from Mattel is watching this video, so they know that it's just stupid for flying characters to be able to only look up that much, because you cannot do anything with that. I mean, seriously, like I said in the Superman review, you can only have him like hovering or anything, but you can't give him an actual flight pose like that. So very happy with those two improvements. I hope that that you guys watching at home, I hope this has been helpful to you. It's, you know, just simple things that you can do to improve your figures by a wide margin. And again, I would encourage, if you guys are younger viewers, to seek parental supervision. Do not want to get anybody hurt doing this, because you do have to use an X-Acto knife and super glue. So not two things that should be around children or anything, but it does end up improving the figure quite a bit. And this does not just apply to DC Universe Classics figures, though that's what I'm using it on. It can apply to really any figure with a ball-jointed neck. I'm just trying to think, like some Marvel Legends it would work on. Not really like the smaller 3 3/4 inch figures, like because they don't have a double ball joint. This really only works on figures with a double ball joint. So yeah, any figure with a double ball joint, that's how you can increase neck articulation. And I suppose it would even work if you wanted to get him to look down even more, but he already looks down enough, so I don't know why you'd need that. But in case you do, that's another thing that's better about having it on the back of his neck, is it covers it up, because you're not going to be looking at the back of his head. You're going to be having him facing forward. So yeah, I've rambled on for long enough. So that's my improvement for the DC Unlimited Hawkman figure, and again, I'm going to do it to my Superman figure as well. Just little improvements make the figure a lot better, in my opinion. So, thank you guys for watching as always. This is JokerFett, signing out. Bye.